we have one final quality of triads to discuss, and they are called augmented triads. So let's just write the procedure. So an augmented triad uses columns 1, 3, and 5 on the cheat sheet, and we finally get to raise something instead of lowering. So this is the only triad where we're going to raise notes. We're going to raise column 5. Okay, so let's just see how this works. Referring back to the cheat sheet, we're going to start with C major again, which is going to be C, E, G. So G is the column 5 note. Now let's put it on a staff. I'm going to do this in bass clef. So here's C, E, G. Now, column 5, that's the top note. So when I raise it, my flow chart changes the direction of the arrows. So it's G natural right now, so I'm going to the right instead of the left, and I get a sharp. So I'm going to rewrite this chord C, E, G sharp. And now we have major turning into augmented. So it's just one change. Now it's crucial when you do this on your homework that you don't make more than one change from the cheat sheet. That's why it's crucial to always start here, because you have to resist the temptation to make any change to the column 3 note. It doesn't change. It's only this one over here in column 5 that needs an accidental that's different from your cheat sheet. So let's do another one. Let's start with E. Okay, so if we have major, we've got E, G sharp, B. So let's write that over here. I'll write that on treble clef. E, G sharp, B. And when I raise the chordal 5th, that's the same as column 5, I get the B sharp. Now, if I quit here, I've got something that's incorrect. Why? Because I did not keep the middle note the same. So it requires the G sharp also. And you could check your work just by comparing it to the cheat sheet. So I bring the cheat sheet back over. E, G sharp have to remain, then we add a sharp to the B. So that's the only thing that can go wrong when you do augmented triads, is that you might forget to include the same accidentals that appear on the root and the chordal 3rd. So let's do one more for practice. Let's do G flat. So consulting the cheat sheet, G flat major down here at the bottom is G flat, B flat, D flat. Lots of flats. So I'm going to zigzag these so that they don't stack, and therefore they are readable. And I need to change only the top notes, so I'm going to copy the bottom 2 notes precisely as they started. Okay? Now, what about this D flat? So we're starting with a flat, we're reversing the arrow so it becomes a natural. So I will simply write that top note. I'm going to put the natural sign there because that just helps me see my own thought process. The natural isn't really necessary, especially if I have a bar line, right? Because that bar line cancels it. But it's very helpful to think through the entire process, and that's what the natural sign represents, that it's a change from where we started. Okay, so now we've done all 4 chord qualities.